reacting to some of the most despicable, some of the most heinous, some of the worst, most self-indulging, self-entitled people on the planet. And we are going to specifically react to the women who do so. So, without further ado, welcome to the Radical Masculine.
Hamoud, you two have been married.
It is just hilarious when a man calls a woman insecure. Whenever a man says, oh, she was just insecure, women are so quick to dismiss it and say, he's the one that's insecure. But it is so funny when we use their bullshit sayings and quotes against them.
For 3 years, you don't want to be married anymore, but you have 2 children from a previous relationships that are older now. And Ms. Michael, you are seeking $42,000 in transitional support from Mr. Hamoud, and we will resolve those issues.
At the time, I was in Ohio, he was in Michigan, and I would always go up to his nightclub and just, see him, hang out with him. 6 years we stayed in touch with each other. He was
how
great.
much in touch were you?
No, nothing.
No touching?
No touching.
No, she didn't break up our marriage or anything like that.
He was on the verge of getting a divorce.
Right.
But he was a great guy. He would always come to Ohio. He would always take me shopping. It was always about Tiffany. What's your dreams? What's your ambition? Everything. I was a priority.
Did you hear what she said? It was always about Tiffany. The highlights of the best he has treated her always with a woman will have to do with shopping or what he did for her specifically.
And then things changed. They just slowly changed. It was great.
Slowly changed, or was it abrupt once the IDs were exchanged?
No, it wasn't abrupt. Like the first year of our marriage, when I would give him a call, and he would always answer his phone. Now he doesn't answer the phone. He's on the roof. Like, you're always on the roof? You live on the roof. Like, seriously, answer my phone calls. Money was never an issue. He promised me a Porsche. He promised me a new house. He just,
With women like this, for one, you have to vet them properly, but there is no peace in dealing with a woman like this. At one point in time, I lived in a beautiful high-rise downtown Denver, and once our lease was up, well, actually, our lease wasn't up. The girl I was with, we brought her sister over. Her sister was threatening to kill herself with a guy over the phone. The guy called the cops. The cops located her in our place, and sure enough, the cops got sent down. They terminated our lease immediately. But anyway, after this, I was like, you know what? We are going to live with the relative. We are going to, because I was the only one working. I would work 7 days a week. I said, we are going to live cheaper. We are going to pay down some of our debt, and then we will try this again later. Basically, once I pulled her out of that nice, luxurious life, all of a sudden, 30 days later, we're broken up. So, you do the math.
It was always about Tiffany. He said he would give me everything.
She's a little high maintenance.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
told that on herself already.
Yes, ma'am, she is.
She's a little high maintenance.
The way she met me at the club was...
For some reason, women believe that it is a flex that they can say that they are high maintenance. She's all, yeah, I'm high maintenance. Look at me. It is not a fucking flex. It is disgusting. It is gross. And it takes all of the fun out of a fucking relationship to be with people like this.
She thought I was a bouncer at the club at the time until I was walking out of the office and she realized I was the owner. Then all of a sudden, hi.
She lit up.
Yeah, she lit up. And
That is
then like a gold digger type thing.
To that.
At that time, the construction business was really good at that time. I was there on the job just supervising at that time. But after the economic crash, I had to go to work.
Yeah.
And now it's like when I'm on the roof or I'm working, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to answer the phone. In fact, I did get earphones for my, hands-free earphones, so I can talk to her as I'm working.
I just want to talk to him.
What do you do during the day?
This is her trying to keep him in check because she doesn't want anyone else to catch his attention the same way she caught his attention. See, women understand what they are doing when they are doing it, and they also understand that, hey, this is my meal ticket. I need to protect this. And normally they protect it by doing some bullshit like this, blowing a guy up. The funny part is when a guy quits his job or spends more time on her, she eventually leaves him for not having a focus, for not having a passion, for not being up her ass. But when a man works, makes the money, gives them the life they want, then all of a sudden, it's like, you don't spend enough time with me. I said this before and I'll say it again. Trying to make a woman happy is a bottomless pit that can never... you can never find the end of it, because women will always find something to be unhappy about something. They will always find a way.
Well, during the day, I don't do much, but at night, I come to the gym and I teach fitness classes. I personal train.
Maybe you need to get a hobby so you can not call him all that.
You know, I built her a cardio room at my gym so she knows where I'm at. And she's there.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Did he do that?
And he's a great guy for that, but I just feel like he would just do so much in the beginning as far as making...
He's a great guy for that, but he could just be doing so much more.
a priority, and I don't feel like I'm a priority. And then
I don't understand what he's not doing now. I don't get it.
he just called me a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger. Everything. And I check his Facebook, and like there are women talking to him. He didn't do that in the beginning. Now he's doing it now.
Well, what kind of things are these women saying?
This girl she likes everything on his page. Like, she likes everything on your page. And he's telling her about my cardio class. Like, yeah, you should work out with my wife. And she's like, no,
Sounds like a pretty good guy to me. The crazy part is women will flip the fuck out over women liking their dudes' pictures, but yet they are on social media doing the same exact fucking thing, seeking the same type of attention, but then they get mad at the guy. Even if a guy likes a woman's photo, they get fucking pissed off, but yet they're doing the same exact fucking thing. This is why women, many women these days, modern women, are walking, talking contradictions. And then if you say, okay, so you don't do that, and I won't do this, well, that's unfair.
I want to work out with you. Laugh out loud. Ha, ha, ha.
And wait a minute. This man is on Facebook with some random chick. We don't know what she's up to, but all we know for sure is he's trying to get you business.
The fact that women like this will ruin your life, women like this can wreck your life. They could fuck everything up. You'd be surprised how crazy a woman can be, or how she can get if you ain't doing exactly what she wants you to do when she wants you to do it.
That you need to get permits from. They want to talk to the big man. He's trying to make money. If he needs something from somebody, he shows himself. That shows her respect. That gets him what he wants. It's called business, Ms. Michael.
I know how women are.
How many different levels of foolishness can you engage in? I don't understand how you could have a good-looking guy who works like a dog through good times and bad, who builds a space in his gym so you can practice your business, who talks to his other clients about going to you so you can have more money. I don't understand what it is you think you deserve that is better than that. I mean, what have you brought to the table?
It's a lot of double standards. There's things I like to do.
Explain the double standards to me.
Okay, for example, just a couple of days ago, I went and bought a pair of shoes. He was with me, you know, we were shopping. He hates it, but he will go with me. And
How is this a double standard?
Okay.
Now the man has sprouted angel wings. What do you mean? I've been married 23 years. My husband hasn't gone shopping with me yet.
Here's the worst part about women like this, is these are the type of women that divorce their husbands because he's too good to them. He does too much for them. And then the guys that they end up falling for and respecting are the guys that don't give them shit. This is why they are a walking, talking, yapping contradiction.
Well, here's my thing. I grew up without a father. My father died when I was 6.
Right.
And I would hate to bring a child into this world with us having troubles like this, and my child would have to try to grow up without a father.
That make me out to be a bad person.
Oh, listen, you've been talking 80% to his 20%. Your problem.
She wants kids for the eventual child support that she could seek from him. And she don't want kids for the sake of a family and being a dutiful wife. You could see it in her eyes. All she cares about is the damn money.
Is you.
There's anything I wanted. Like if I said I wanted, new furniture, new laptop, he would always, even if I said I just wanted flowers, he would just
Did you hear what you just said? He said, we've been arguing, the marriage hasn't been good. And I said, how long has the marriage not been good? And you talked about all the material things that he had gotten you. Not about the kids, not about conversations that you didn't have or feelings that he hasn't been able to express. If you had a Mercedes and an addition on the house, we wouldn't be here, right?
I have a Mercedes. I wanted a Porsche.
I mean, a Porsche. My bad.
See, girls like this actually believe that they're being cute. It's this big, huge flex, like, everyone, look at me, look at how fancy I am. These are the same exact women that go and brag about how shitty they can treat a man and still have the man want them. It's not a flex. It's disgusting. But it's his fault, because why would you stick it out with a creature like this?
My fault. You're a quiet, nice, wonderful guy.
Thank you very much.
You're a beautiful man.
I try.
You be the biggest fool this side of the Mississippi if you let this man go. You have to work for the things you want. You have to sacrifice for the things you want. He doesn't want to have kids with you because he doesn't think you're quite up to the job. He doesn't think that the marriage is a stable and a good one. He's beginning to see that as the money wears down, your love is wearing out, and he doesn't want to bring a child into that. If you want to have...
See, love is always conditional. There are women that'll say, no, I love somebody unconditionally, and then they break up with him. And they're like, oh, well, I broke up with him, but it was because of love.
Children with him, you have to show him that you are worthy to be the mother of his children. The mother of his children does not keep her...
And this is why men need to have high standards, set their boundaries, and if the woman crosses them, then you have to get rid of her, because women are habitual line steppers. They will cross the line, they will see what you tolerate, and they will push the envelope to see what they can get away with. That's why you have to have zero fucking tolerance. One red flag is too much if you deem it so. You don't have to understand that we're all humans, people make mistakes. No, hell no. Especially if you have your shit together, there's always a woman turning 18, 19, 20, 21 every single fucking day. So remember that.
Hand out saying, I want. The mother of his children must take her hands and embrace. And I don't think you're capable of that. If you want what you really want, then you have to show him you're a grown woman and not a little girl with his hand in his pocket. Ms. Enid, I'm gonna start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and...
So I hope he leaves her, or he divorces her, or she divorces him and doesn't get any of his money. Because it sounds like he had his shit together prior to her meeting him or him meeting her, because he owned a damn club, for Christ's sakes. He should upgrade.
Why you think he needs a nudge in the direction of the altar?
So we've been dating now 4.5 years, and...
You're 22, right?
Yes, about to be 23.
Yes.
2 years ago, we attended a wedding, and I was a bridesmaid in it. And Al made the hint that we were kind of after the wedding. He was saying that, I can't wait for this day for us someday. Maybe that's going to be in our near future. And it hasn't happened after 2 years.
Keyword, maybe.
And I just don't feel like he really wants that at all anymore.
Like, marriage is a very important thing to me. Right. But I think there's bigger issues at bay than just, hey, we should get married. The most important thing in a relationship is both people being happy.
Whenever a woman doesn't get a relationship, a commitment, or a marriage, the first thing a woman does, and all of her female friends and all the females in the damn world, they always blame the man They place the blame that the man is an asshole, he's dragging his feet, he's not willing to commit, but they never once think to themselves, maybe it's something I'm doing. Maybe there's more I could do to get the outcome that I want. They never think that.
Doing what they do. And a lot of happiness comes from a relationship and a happy marriage.
Right.
But that shouldn't be the only thing, is being codependent on your spouse. You should have something that drives you, that you're passionate about. And I think both people should be able to do what they're passionate about and support each other. It shouldn't just be about getting married.
Getting married, no doubt about it.
She's always been very supportive of my writing career. She's been amazing. It's just sometimes I wonder if there's this voice in the back of her head that's like, if things don't work out, we'll just get a job and we'll have a big house and, you know, a picket fence. And it's not like that, but that's in my mind who I am.
Right.
I wanna write.
He's
for a living.
concerned that your marriage will die as a function of that.
I've shown that repeatedly, that I support him for it, but
Women these days are overly possessive of the men in their life. Women are offended by a man who does not make them the top priority. It's not that it hurts their feelings. They legitimately think a man is a bad person if he does not give them what they want.
at this point, it's just like, I feel like you always choose writing over me. I always come second. Like, we have plans, and then you just bail on them completely because you have to.
So that is going to sum up this video. I want everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. Show your boy some love because we are on the road to, shit, at this point, we're on the road to at least 100. But I have bigger dreams and bigger plans than that, so you can be part of our success. Now that we've lost Fresh and Fit from YouTube, they'll still be around, but now it's time for all of us to step up and support one another. So you support me, I'll support you. And with all that said, thank you for viewing The Radical Masculine.